The first thing I did to get myself motivated was I pulled out this tiny little crock pot, and I had gotten this in 2010 at Goodwill. I don't cook in it, but what I do is I simmer a little bit of orange peel, a little bit of lemon, a little bit of cinnamon. I added a little nutmeg, and this just keeps the house smelling so festive this time of year. And it's just a little bit safer to me than boiling it on the stove because it's a slow simmer and I don't have to worry about the water evaporating. I just keep an eye on it. Oh, the house smells so good. I also have to share this bouquet my niece Natanya brought me for Thanksgiving. Just look at the colors and the arrangement. There's eucalyptus. She did such a beautiful job. This puts me in a wonderful mood as well. Let's get to work now. The FDA recommends using refrigerated cooked turkey within 3 to 4 days. So we don't waste food, we need to get busy. In an Italian kitchen at Thanksgiving, the first thing we serve is an antipasto. Now I am going to show you a picture of what mine looked like this year. So that is the first course we share. And everybody tends to eat that with a lot of delicious Italian bread, and it's wonderful. So when it comes to the turkey and the stuffing and the gravy and the sweet potatoes, people already have had quite a bit of food, but we always make the traditional meal anyway. But as you can see, they did really great on the breast meat. My family is not too big on the legs and the thighs, but that's fine because this has got the most flavor. When it comes to simmering them for bone stock and broth, so delicious. But we still have quite a bit of breast meat right here. So the first thing I'm going to do is figure out what I'm going to use for stock and what I'm going to keep for meals and what I'm going to freeze. At this point, I need to switch over to voiceover because Dixie is basically going berserk with the turkey. So the first thing I'm doing is just taking the thigh meat and taking it off the bone and just shredding it into little pieces. And what I will do with this is use some for a turkey pot pie, some for some turkey salad. Take some of it and put it into the soup after the stock has cooked. I don't like to add it before because it kind of breaks the meat down. I'm also saving any pieces of skin, and that will go into my stock pot for soup as well. The skin has so much flavor infused in it and all the herbs. So here is what we have to make the soup and the pot pie and some turkey salad. Now we're going to move on to the breast meat that I carved off of the turkey. And we have some beautiful pieces of the breast left. And I am just putting them in a Ziploc freezer bag. Now to keep this turkey moist, because we are going to freeze it, I'm adding some of my leftover turkey gravy. And of course, I'm spilling some on the counter as I do this. But this will help the turkey stay moist in the freezer so that when it's ready to be defrosted, you'll have some wonderful slices of turkey with gravy. And now I'm just taking the air out of that package and folding it over just to make sure we get all that air out. We're going to seal it tight, date it, and it can go right into the freezer like that. Now I also have some smaller breast pieces I want to use up. So I just have a small casserole dish here and I am greasing it. I'm just going to take these random pieces and lay them on the bottom of the casserole dish. Once they're all laid out, I'm going to take a little more of my leftover turkey gravy and I'm going to put that all over the top of the meat. I'm going to then take some leftover stuffing and I'm going to put that right on top. Remember, we are really going for zero food waste here. And then I'm just going to take a little bit more of that gravy, put it right on top of that stuffing to keep it moist. You can even add a little water if you think it'll be a little too dry. I'm going to cover it, put it in a 350 oven, and just let it heat through. Now what we're going to do is make some delicious turkey soup, turkey stock, whatever you want to call it. I put the turkey carcass in the crock pot with the skin and the leg bones and the wing and the thigh bones, and I'm just adding some carrots, also some cut up onion and some celery stalks. Anything to give it flavor, salt, pepper, herbs, whatever you want to add. We're then going to cover everything with water. Put the lid on it. I'm going to let it cook for about 6 hours on high. Let it cool slightly. Put it in the refrigerator until it is cool enough to handle. I will take out the bones, strain it, and then freeze it in individual freezer-safe containers. And we have wasted no food to the best of our ability.